not going to do much talking in the beginning here. Just splitting with an axe versus a maul. I run into a really tricky piece and start getting stubborn. Should have taken the maul out, but we get through it. Just showing you more of realistic wood splitting than just swinging at perfect rounds. This is a vintage plumb head hung on a 26-inch handle that I think I sanded down to about a 24. It works pretty good, but when it gets into the bigger stuff, the balance is great, but I don't have enough leverage. So I do switch axes in a little bit, but this is probably one of my favorite hangs that I've done. This is where I pick up the big round. We've already split once, but it's a heavy one. And this axe, you'll hear it. Just not enough. And we find some crazy growth on the inside of this thing, where there's tree bark growing on the inside when, a nut starts growing within itself, and it gets pretty hairy. A little bit more momentum for the longer one. Now this axe is not really meant, it doesn't have the profile for a good, really good splitter, so it doesn't bang anything apart, but I should have probably switched to a maul, but ego got the best of me of trying to do it with an axe. I just wanted to show, like, this is real life, right? Here,
That was a crack.
everything looks like it's gonna go smoothly, and I really got winded on this one. So after failing on the one side, I finally try to take a different approach, flip it over, thinking there's a knot somewhere in there. And that's always a good thing to inspect the wood from the outside or all sides to make sure that you're getting it from the best angle. And that's what's fun about trying to do it with an axe as well.
Stubborn as shit.
You're witnessing the frustration kicking in.
Fucking done.
So I don't know if you saw that. There is a crack all the way through it. And that's what was killing me. Something was just holding on. And we'll get to see that in a little bit. So it's actually split. My axe, you can see it's the head sinking in pretty deep. It just won't come apart. And it's banging the hell out of my handle there.
No idea what's going on. Should have opened 100 times this Sunday.
When in doubt, put it on its side. And I'm just hacking at this stuff. Pieces flying off. Still won't split. It's quite comical.
Jesus Christ.
Finally got a piece. Put it in half. Now you hear me complaining.
No reason for that. Super stringy. Really freaking annoying. One knot caused all that.
It was actually more than that little knot. I didn't even see it at first, but I'll bring it up to the camera later. It was actually, like I said earlier, a tree growing inside of itself, which causes the greens to get really wavy, and the splitting it just causes the split to stop, right? Because the grains is no longer straight line. It goes all over the place. Pretty interesting though. There's even a couple other little ones that are growing in sideways inside itself. So here's another little technique. I put it on its side and balance it with another piece, just so I can get it where I think the trouble is, taking a different angle.
Right at the bottom there, all twisted. Knot or branch that was there. Folding it all together. Let's see what split here. Get a good shot in a minute. Right in there. A little wavy. It's amazing how straight the grain has to be for it to be a clean split. Crazy. Here's the other side of that. You can see the tree is growing inside itself a bit, like a straight up. It's actually bark on the inside. Leave more open. You can see there's some bark growing on here. That's actually not split. That's cut. That's all crazy stuff.
Besides hearing me huffing and puffing and not catching my breath, that was meaning that it was not split, it was cut. It's just the actual axe edge was cutting through some of the stuff that was not green, straight green. So it was just going through the, took a while, right, to break through it, but that's how it had those weird kind of angles on it.
Yeah, buddy. See another piece of that growth right there, going into there. That's why it's so stringy, because that's gripping it.
You'll see black on there, and that's actually because this thing had a huge hook screw in it. And I'm thinking, since it was really embedded in the tree, it was really old, it was like not sticking out of the side. The tree started, trying to heal and grow around it and causing some of that extra troublesome inside knots and growth. So yeah, you see the black lines on some of those. That's from the metal.
Just gonna put my eye on that line.
Looks like from banging things, I have a little surface crack. Just gotta keep my eye on it. That's all I was pointing out there. Say switching axe handle sizes, you got to be a little careful, because when you go from short to long, you could overstrike and hit the neck of your axe there, and then if you go from long to short, you can miss, and that axe can swing back at you, right, if you're falling short. That's why you always see me trying to bend my legs at the end of the swing. I've had some close calls with even deflection, so I try to put the axe head towards the ground instead of a full circle or semicircle into my own body.
There we go.
Thanks for watching.